Hello students, so today we are going to start with the topic plastids and especially the chloroplast which is present in case of the plant cells. So we all know that the plastids are the special cell organelles present in plant cells which are responsible for providing the different colors, and these are common in case of plants as well as in case of euglenoids, and we know that they are providing the different colors. So based upon the pigment which is present over there, we classify the plastids into the three main categories, that is chloroplast, chromoplast and the leucoplast. Chloro, we all are familiar, that means which is having green color. They contain chlorophyll and the carotenoids, and they are mainly responsible to trap the solar energy for the photosynthesis. Second is chromo. Chromo means different colors, so that contains the carotene and the xanthophyll pigments, and this chromoplast is responsible for providing different colors other than green to the plant, like we see orange, red, purple, different shades in case of the different plants. So those different shades are because of the chromoplast. And the last one is the leucoplast. This is a special type of plastid which do not provide any color, but it is responsible for the storage of the food. So now we can see over here, these are the three type of plastids: chromoplast, chloroplast and the leucoplast. Then chromoplast is a fat soluble carotenoid pigment like carotene and the xanthophylls, which provide yellow, orange and red color to the different parts of the plants. And if we talk about the leucoplast, so these are colorless plastids. They store food like amyloplasts. Amylo means that is related to carbohydrates. So amyloplast type of leucoplast storing the carbohydrates. So we can take example of the plant product containing carbohydrates like potato tuber is there, then we have sweet potato is there, then we have rice, wheat. These all contain carbohydrates, so they all are having the amyloplast. Aleuplast, which store the oils. So oils, different plant products, they store the oil, like we know that the sandalwood oil is there, then cottonseed oil is there, mustard seed oil is there. So it means those particular part of the plants are containing the eleoplasts. And the last one is the protino or the aleuroplasts, which contains or which store the proteins. So these are present in the parts of the plants where plenty of proteins are present. So we know that the pulses are the best source of proteins, so they contain the protinoplasts or the aleuroplast. Now we will go for the detailed study about the chloroplast. So as we have seen that chloroplast is found in the mesophyll tissue in case of the green plants. Their shape vary. We have different shapes like lens shaped, oval, spherical, discoid, ribbon shaped. Fine. And here we are having certain examples or the pictures showing the different shapes. Like the first one is the cup shape. Like in case of the Chlamydomonas, they show the cup shaped chloroplast. Star shape, like a type of algae is there, Zygonema, which is having the star shape chloroplast. Ribbon shape, that is in case of the Spirogyra, which is having the ribbon shaped or the spiral chloroplast. Oval, like this is seen in case of the plant mesophyll that tissue which is having the oval plastids or the chloroplast present over there. As well as their number also vary from cell to cell, like this is 1 in case of Chlamydomonas, the same, it is cup shaped and 1 chloroplast per cell. As well as it vary from 20 to 40 per cell in case of the mesophyll tissues, like we can see over here. In a single cell many plastids are chloroplasts are present. Now we will talk about the structure of the chloroplast. If we talk about the structure, it is also having a double membraned structure. You can see over here the outer and the inner membrane of the chloroplast, and inside the membrane there is a chamber which is called as a stroma, or the cavity which is called as stroma. And inside to the stroma there is a foldings of the plasma membrane which is called as the thylakoids. This single folding, one folding of the membrane is called as the thylakoid. And when these thylakoids, they are stacked over each other like the coins, so this stacking of the thylakoids, this is called as the granum. Fine. And these different granums, they are interconnected to one another, and they are interconnected through the stromal lemma or the stromal thylakoid. They are connected to one another. Fine. And these foldings of the membrane are very important because trapping of sunlight that actually takes place over here. The detail about that we will study in our chapter photosynthesis in unit 4. And another important feature about the chloroplast is there that similar to the mitochondria, it also have the its own DNA. It also have its own 70S type of ribosomes, as well as it is also able to synthesize some of its proteins. So this is also called as a semi-autonomous cell organelle. And regarding the origin of the chloroplast, we will have the same hypothesis as it was proposed for the mitochondria, like they were having some free living organisms, and now they have adapted as in a symbiotic relationship to the plant cells only. Fine. So this is all about the chloroplast. Thank you.